Hey guys, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty fantastic. Thank you for asking. I've had some people reach out to me and say they need some advice on stuff, and I think I'm pretty good at giving advice over things like this. So I had people ask me about panic attacks and anxiety, and I've been struggling with anxiety, not really anxiety since I was little. I was always shy. I never really had anxiety until recently. I get super paranoid about everything. I haven't gone to the grocery store because I'm too scared to talk to people. And most of you, I got some responses saying like, oh, I can't even go outside. I have so much anxiety. And the way you pretty much have to not really get over your anxiety, but you just have to sit there and think, there are people out there just like me. They don't want to go to the store. They don't want to have to be doing stuff. They don't want to have to be working. Like, we're all the same kind of on the inside. I mean, we're obviously all the same. Some of us may not have appendixes, and some of us have like a half a kidney or something. But regardless, pretty much all of us are the same. So if, say, I went out to the grocery store and you went out to the grocery store and we passed each other in the chip aisle, I would be too anxious to even look at you in the eye, and you'd probably be too anxious to even pass me. Like, that is just how we both are. But the way you get over anxiety is you just think, I need to get this done. I'll do it, and you just do it. And I know it's really hard because you don't want to, but sometimes it's just best if you put yourself out there. And if sometimes bad things happen, like sometimes you may trip in the grocery store and your stuff falls everywhere. Well, you're not the only person that's happened to. Panic attacks. This actually makes me really nervous talking about this because I get really bad panic attacks. I've been getting panic attacks since I was 17, I guess. I get them every, I want to say once a week, maybe, but the really bad ones are roughly once every 2 months or once every month. Sorry about the garbage truck, it's our background noise for today. Normally when I get panic attacks, I'm alone and no one's really around to witness it. Unfortunately, I had a panic attack not that long ago, and all of my friends were here. And the thing is, it was actually so bad that I blacked out all I remember is I was editing a video, and the next thing I know, I'm in the kitchen screaming my head off. And like all my friends were around me, they're like, it's okay, do you know where you are, blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't come to. Like, my mind was there, but I couldn't, come back. And if you don't know what a panic attack is, there are different kinds. My kinds of panic attacks is I start to get really nervous, my heart starts beating really fast, and I either rip off my fingernails or I peel off the paint. So if you see paint that's peeled off my fingernails, it's probably because I was having a slight panic attack. So there's that, and then there's bump it up the next, and I start just kind of hyperventilating a little bit, kind of cry a little bit, and start talking extremely fast, and I can feel my heart like palpitating. Now, the absolute worst that happens to me with panic attacks is, well, I mean, I one-upped it the other week when I blacked out, but the worst is my mind relives all the torture I had to go through a few years ago, and I feel like I'm back in that place. And so what usually happens is I end up in a corner and I start screaming and I can't breathe, and so I take like these really deep asthma sounding breaths and I can't catch my breath, and so I feel like my entire body is collapsing in on itself and I'm dying and there's nothing I can do, and I'm surrounded by all the demons that had happened to me before, and there's nothing I can do except for go through 10 to 30 minutes of just screaming and crying and trying to breathe and stuff. But like the worst one was all of that, but I blacked out, so I don't know how I got in the corner of the kitchen and stuff. So, and that was one of my worst nightmares, is having people that I really care about watching me go through that. And I hoped that would never happen, but it did. And so like part of me is thinking, oh well, my friends are gonna leave me because they saw the Jekyll and Hyde side of me and just all this other stuff, but they've stuck by so far. So I probably freaked them out. But if you find people, if you have a panic attack that's that bad in front of people and they're still there after, then they're definitely keepers. Definitely keepers. Shh, little kid, shh. Panic attacks, you can't really stop them, I guess. It kind of has to take its toll. I wish I knew how to say, oh, you can just do this and your panic attacks will be over, because they won't. I used to get them maybe 3 times a week, and over time they start to span out, and so it's not as bad, it's not as frequent. So maybe it just takes time. The best advice I could give to prevent a panic attack is do not have something that triggers it. For instance, mine is if someone hits a wall or hits something that's an immediate trigger, and you'll just see all the blood rush out of my face, and it's bad news. Another trigger is if someone starts talking about my past, and then I like to every little detail, then it'll start to trigger. That's like the ball of rolling of snowball of triggering. Yeah. So try to stay away from triggers, and if you know what triggers you, do not try to go over in that area. And with anxiety, just don't worry so much and just do it. Just go and just do it. I'm not saying like, oh, should I do cocaine? Should I not do? Just do it. I'm not saying do that at all. That's bad. But I am saying, you know, just thinking, oh, like I need to go get eggs from the grocery store, but I don't really want to because I have to talk to people and just put on a face. Just put on a face and be like, okay, my name is, I don't know, Joseph, and today I'm being Joe. Joe is super outgoing, and Joe is gonna go buy some eggs. And it helps because my real name's Caitlin, and then the Kate face is like the outgoing, and Caitlin's like, So yeah, those are my tricks for all that. But if you need legitimate help, go see a therapist or a counselor or something, because I did that. Don't be ashamed. I did that. And after a while I stopped because, you know, I started to feel better, and it worked for a while. So just seek help. Don't be afraid to talk to people, and people online will help you as much as people IRL will. So just reach out, and maybe people in the comments are dealing with the same thing. So if you want to talk to somebody, they're there. I'm here, but I'm also very like vacant minded. So I'll see someone be like, Kate, I need your help. I'm like, okay, what do you need? Ooh, butterfly. You need to see my videos, you know. So yeah, so I hope this helps in some way. Like, you're not alone in this, okay? Look at me in the eyes. You're not alone in this. I go through it every single day. Okay, you may not realize it, you may even not notice it, but I go through it every single day, just like you. So don't worry, okay? Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day. Don't forget, you're not alone, and I love you. Okay? Okay. Goodbye!